nice long walks. And one day I was just walking as usual. I come to this pond, lake type thing, and I see this family of deer just sort of drinking from it, and I was thinking to myself, oh, I wish I had a gun. I'm sprinkling on my shirt, it's anything, no, I'm just kidding. I don't like hunting, because frankly it doesn't make sense to me. It's sort of like getting in your car and running over a pedestrian for no reason. And then you go over to people's houses and you see the deer heads, mounted on the wall. And people say, they do it because it's such a beautiful animal, I think my mother's rather beautiful, but I have photographs of her. Wasn't Mom pretty? Her legs are in the next room. That's just one of many, many things that don't make sense in this world. The next thing is, do we still need directions on the back of a shampoo bottle? Anybody shampooing for the first time? And what doesn't even make more sense is that they have a 4 questions and a 1-800 number so you can call. Because who actually has questions about shampoo? Jason? No. And even if you do, you can't read anyway because you've been living in the jungle for the past, 40-some years. And those people at that 1-800 number are just sitting there all day, waiting for the phone to ring. And it's only maybe like 5 people at a time just sitting at a table, just staring. And then when it does ring, ding ding, they charge for it. They charge. And it's like a race. They got bets on who's going to answer it first. And they go, I got it first. Hello? About the size of a quarter of the palm of your hand. No, not 2 dimes in a night. No, not 3 nickels in a night. Oh, because it spreads around that way. That's right. Really, that's a fascinating story. So would you survive on nuts and berries, or wolves? Oh my goodness! Oh, then they just nuzzle you. That's so cute. Yes, yeah, I would recommend using about $3 worth of quarters. Anytime. Okay. So. Yeah, they said, what if you forget something? You get a note card. And I said there was no way I'm using a note card tonight. No, I'll just use one. So, the way I act around school, people sometimes come up to me and ask, are you on crack? And I gotta say right now, drugs are bad, okay? I'm a permanent marker man myself. Putting parties, someone's got a Sharpie, Scotch tape, staple gun. Heck, even a buckle will do nowadays, No, that's bad. But one thing I would never do is lick toad. Does anybody lick toad in the audience?
Nobody?
No, but when you think of licking toad, you gotta think, how many animals did they go through before they found that out? Because I heard that one of the first ones was licking the anus of a mongoose. And that's nasty. I'll tell you Mike's right, I don't know what it is. But anyway, she brought up something just a couple of days ago. What if you tell a joke and everyone's dead silent? Oh, it happened. Oh, God. No, but I think there's scarier things. Just the other day, I was walking, I get my shoes on, and just as I slip my foot in, this tremendous spider comes out. And I thought, it would be scarier than that. But I did that anyway, and then I went to put my foot in the other shoe, and all the eggs were in there just... Or, if, if you're going camping, or you're not even camping, you just wanted to sleep outside because it was a nice night out, and you're in your sleeping bag, and all of a sudden you feel this thing just crawling up the side of your sleeping bag, and it's this tremendous snake just. Or if you're like at a beach and you're playing frisbee with someone, it actually wasn't even a friend, it's just someone you were attracted to, and they said, "Hey, you want to play frisbee?" And you're like, "Okay." So you guys are playing frisbee, and all of a sudden the other person tosses it, and it goes into a cave. So you're like, "I'll get it," even though you know it's their fault. So you go into the abyss of the cave, and you think you have it. Then you're like, "This frisbee feels kind of squishy." And then you realize you got this enormous bat that you're just, it's after you. And so that sets off like 3,000 other bats. So you're running out of the cave, and then you're jumping into water. I don't know where this water's coming from, but you're jumping into it. And just before you sink into the water, a bat bites you on the ear. And sharks can smell blood for miles. I thought that would have been scarier than Spider-Man. Or if you're at your aunt, whoever, and they ask you to go, "Hey Kyle, can you go get something out of the lawn? I think I forgot it there." And you're just excited to get out of the house anyway, because that guy there's Uncle Larry, he wants you to call him Uncle Larry, and he's not your uncle, and he wears those weird pajamas all the time. But anyway, that's her life. So you're going out there, and you think you see some bushes, and you're squeezing for it, and you're like, "Why does it feel furry?" And then you realize it's a lamb. But that's a rack of lambs. If you're allergic to wool, I'm not, but if you were, that might be scary. Because a lot of something is scarier than just one something. Like 100 poodles are scarier than one leopard with no legs. You can come home, there'd be a leopard with no legs, sitting, or laying, whatever it's doing. I don't know what it's just hopping along with its stubby arms. I guess the only way it would be scary is if it were in a tree, how could it get there? But if it were a tree, and it fell on your head, and it's just clamping down with this PETA people just come and throw paint on it. It's like, it's not a hat, it's an animal. That would have been scary. Spider. So yeah, stand-up comedy is fun, getting to meet lots of people. I know people in my life that frankly didn't care to meet because they're really annoying. They just want to get into a conversation. Those are the people that think everything's about them. You talk about Speedos and it's like, "Oh, I have one," That's nasty. You're talking about Jeffrey Dahmer. It's like, "Hey, I knew Jeffrey Dahmer." That's what did you and Jeffrey Dahmer do? Can you tell us my own stuff? Because it's not that funny. Wow. So and those are the people that think that every conversation's about them. I guarantee that after tonight's show, someone will come up to me and say, "Hey, you were talking about me." And I didn't like what you said, and that hurts my feelings, and I want you to apologize. I understand. So, if no one actually comes up to me and says that, I will buy beer for everyone in the teacher's lounge tomorrow. No, I'm just kidding. I don't drink. Or do I? So, I guess that's all I really have, but to leave you off on a good note, in the words of Bob Barker, help control the pet population. Have your pets spayed or neutered.